At night, in the forests near waterfalls, travelers once spoke of a woman too perfect to be human. Her voice was a song, her smile disarming, but if you followed her, you'd vanish forever. She was Jorōgumo, the spider bride, a yokai whose beauty hides hunger. Her silk doesn't just bind bodies, it traps souls. Tonight, venture into her web and decide if the allure of beauty is worth the price of blood. Ichiro was a logging apprentice in the Edo period, proud yet careless. He worked long hours by the river, dreaming of love and rest. One humid afternoon, exhausted, he heard a flute echoing through the waterfalls, Mista melody soft, strange, and overwhelmingly inviting. There she was, a woman of impossible grace, bathing near the rocks, kimono flowing like liquid light. She smiled, beckoning him nearer, not speaking a word. Ichiro stumbled closer, heart caught between desire and awe. Without realizing, his foot brushed a sticky thread thin as air, strong as death. If you've ever felt trapped by a beautiful lie, like this story, some webs are spun with love, others with hunger. The woman's eyes flashed gold for a heartbeat before she vanished. Ichiro turned to leave, but his legs stuck. Silk crept around his feet. The shadows above shifted, and hundreds of small spiders began weaving faster. The woman was now climbing down the wall, half human, half spider, elegant and horrifying. Remembering the old monk's warnings, Ichiro whispered prayers to protect travelers. Legends said true purity or iron could wound demons of deceit, but he carried no weapon, only a small metal mirror, a charm his mother called his reflection of truth. The Jorōgumo descended, speaking softly as if scolding a child. You shouldn't wander alone. Threads wrapped around him like vines, her voice weaving pity and control. Ichiro's strength faded. Each glance drew him deeper into her hypnotic spell. Yet his trembling hand found the mirror, catching the moonlight. Ever broken free from someone's illusion? Tell your story, some truths can cut stronger than swords. The beam reflected onto her face. For a brief second, she recoiled, her beautiful mask flickering, revealing a monstrous spider's fangs, wet with venom. The web shuddered, silk twisting as she hissed. Her illusion cracked, but her grip held tight. Ichiro was seconds from suffocating. Suddenly, a wandering monk appeared on the trail, staff ringing. He recited sutras that lit the air with warmth. Yokai, bound by deceit, be gone, he shouted. Flames danced along the strands, and the forest howled. The spider shrieked, her threads snapping as she fled into the darkness. Ichiro gasped in freedom, but watched the web reform beyond the trees. The monk warned, she returned, temptation always does. They buried the webs under rocks and blessed the pool, but the water glowed faintly gold, as if remembering her power. Subscribe to Shadow AI for more legends where beauty and terror were the same face. Months later, Ichiro returned, carrying charms and iron dust. In the same spot, he left a prayer tablet instead of an offering. For those lost to beauty's deceit, find peace. Legend says the waterfall turned quiet that night, and no man ever vanished there again. Villagers called the place Kumo no Takatha, Spider's Waterfall. Some still claim to see a woman's reflection in the spray, watching travelers with longing eyes. Few speak to her, though some swear she still hums her flute melody when the moon is full. Jorōgumo represents every temptation that hides danger in disguise. Her story warns against surrendering to charm without truth, and letting desire blind the soul's instinct for survival. Beauty isn't evil, but obsession is its web. Have you ever escaped a beautiful danger? Like and comment, the wisest keep others from falling where they once stood. In later tales, Jorōgumo isn't pure. Malissums say she fell in love once and spared a man, vanishing rather than devouring him. Maybe even monsters yearn to be more than their hunger. No one knows if her mercy freed or cursed him. The spider bride remains both feared and pitied. Her legend endures, as a mirror of warning. When you crave too deeply, you feed the web that binds you. Courage lies not in resistance alone, but in seeing beauty without surrender. Now, waterfalls across Japan have charms hung beside them, teeny iron coins or mirrors said to protect hearts from her gaze. Locals whisper thanks for the lessons she left behind. Don't miss the next haunting tale. Subscribe and ring the bell for more dark folklore from Shadow AI's unseen web of legends. Temptation is the oldest trap. Jorōgumo's web reminds us, not all love means salvation, and not all beauty means safety. When charm glimmers in the dark, trust your instinct, not the smile. If her legend caught you in its web, share and subscribe. Shadow AI returns soon with more tales where desire burns, traps tighten, and every escape is a story worth telling.